Man, my allergies messing up. I mean, going up right now. To anybody that may see this live, come in respectfully or don't come in at all. I know it. Allergies messing up. I don't know what it is about dairy. And not only inflames you, but it like, for some reason, I can't even eat. I ain't gonna lie, my food was good, but I can't eat from there no more. Especially not that burrito. Man, it got me feeling under the weather already. Since we're gonna get on here and I'm gonna talk about it, I just wanna talk about it too. Like, no man, with all the stuff going on, I would love to see the Epstein files released though. I ain't gonna even lie, I would love to see like what's really going on and who really went to jail, because I don't, from what I've been following, I don't think they arrested nobody yet besides with the Prince Andrew dude. My thing is, some people need to really go to jail for that. That's it. Moving on from that. Is that a fire over there? It is. It's a fire over there. I see black smoke. Gotta watch out for these red ants. Oh, excuse me. What's going on? Allergies that messing up today? Yeah, I'm so glad there's not no viewers on here. I can like speak my mind. Man, there's people on here. I know I got on here to go live and just express myself when it comes to like certain situations that I'll be going through and how I be feeling. But it really don't matter what I say on here, because I can say anything on here. Ain't nobody watching. I mean, that's a good thing. It's not like I care if somebody was watching or not. I'm trying to get, it's almost 5, time to do it again. Started my walk late. Really, that's all I do all day, every hour. Walk on the clock. Deal with we're gonna just say unfortunate people. But my thing is, what I don't get sometimes is, why when dealing with unfortunate people, you gotta deal with they attitudes and they, I don't know, like, see, that'd be my challenge as a regular person, because like my street side, it be coming out to where I be wanting to put hands and feet on somebody. Well, I can't just put hands and feet on somebody, because that's not the way life works. You gotta learn how to handle things professionally and just tell people, like, go about your day. So that's exactly what I do. But when you tell people that, it's like sometimes dealing with less fortunate people, it's like dealing with a child. They don't get it until you actually put some action behind words, and then they want to act like the victim once you put actions behind words. It's like, what? So I myself, I really don't. Like, I keep my hands to myself for a reason. I learned to watch my mouth, because my mouth got me in trouble. What's up? So I don't say too much. I even on here, I kind of like watch what I say, because man, it was somebody who said something on YouTube I was watching the other day. And, oh, there it was. It was a female who said something about a threat. If you say my name, I will subscribe. Hello, Javon Williams? Is that your name? And you out of Texas? What's up, man? Like I was saying, it was crazy because the girl she had got on here, and she was threatening like to terrorize us, her own kind, as black people, right? And I remember I said something that was similar to her nature, but it wasn't about my race. It was about school grounds. And boy, when I say they didn't play, they don't play about words. In the United States of America, you have to watch what you say. Because if you be like, oh yeah, you could just be talking. Like I can tell you, in my case, I was just talking, expressing myself. I said the wrong things, and it almost cost me my life. In school, though. And the cold part is, you want to know who snitched on me? It was my own kind. It was somebody that was black who told on me and got me up out the old high school I was going to. And to this day, I've always thought before I speak. And some people might say that's bad, but then the inebriated me or the I'm gonna just say it inebriated me sometimes. Just say what comes out naturally. Because the drinks is flowing, my mind is not going, but it's just saying what I feel and speaking the truth, which I speak the truth from her too. But the cold part about it is, it's like you really have to watch what you say. You said the wrong thing, it will cost you not only your page, it will cost you your livelihood. And some people, they do not care. I'm seeing people lose their job due to TikTok. Thank you, I just subscribed. Thank you, appreciate it. And that's another thing to people out there who don't feel acknowledged or want to be heard. Just come on my platform. Come on my platform, and for sure I'm gonna let you speak. Or if I can put you on camera, I'll let you speak. I'll let you like if I could debate with people, I'll debate. But I'll tell you like this: I'm respectful, and I wish somebody would acknowledge me in the comments when I have a YouTube live. Man, people, as soon as they get live, they act like they don't see people commenting, or they act like people ain't supporting them. But it'd be like weird because it'd be like they be having like, but that's how I know they be buying bots and subscribers too. Those be bots, they don't be real people. Cause it'd be like, as soon as they get on, be out of nowhere like $5,000. Excuse me, I'm talking about money. Look at me, 5,000 people, and it's like, bro, it ain't even that many people watching somebody's page like that. Like, that gotta be personal people. They don't even be personal people. I'd be like, what? It's set up. Maybe a setup though. Like I was saying, they be bots. That's how I know for a fact you can buy bots on YouTube. They don't want us to know that, but I know for a fact you can. They just don't want us to know that. I'm not gonna even cap. I need to take me an allergy pill. My allergies is going up right now. Woo. And I got my asthma pump on me. Gotta make sure you got your daily essentials on you. I remember. Gotta have it. It's the only job I know that you can be yourself prepared to your feet. Every other job, they want you to. I remember, what job was that? Was it security in the beginning? I think security did want me to cut my hair in the beginning when I was growing my hair before I had locks. And then the pandemic, or before the pandemic, or during the pandemic, I don't know which one, either after, before, or during, the law changed to where the Crown Act was in place. So you come to work looking like you want to look now. I done seen it all. Colored hair. The wig be popular with women. I don't know what that's about. But how they get to you, they be like, you can have your hair the way it is, just make sure it's in a bun. The Crown Act states you can wear your hair how you want it. And by law, if they do anything to you, you can sue them for that. So it's good to know your laws and your history. I'm going to have to go ahead and walk again, but that's good because it gives me more time to talk. I like to talk. I really want to know what people what are people watching nowadays on YouTube. Cause every time I get on my page, well, I got two different pages, but one page, and I think it's this page. Like, 'cause at one point, I was watching No Jumper, which I don't watch no more. I've been not watching it for like almost a year now. Like, almost a year now I've been watching it. Because their content is not good for the soul. It's very ignorant. And it's very dumb. And it's clout chases. And any and everybody believe it. I don't. I don't care nothing about No Jumper. And people saying, oh, you saying that because they won't bring you home. No, it's good they don't bring me home. Because I will bring the raw and the real back. Like, I feel like when people get a platform, or they get invited on No Jumper, like as a man, like they no disrespect, like it's like they use their sense of nature. They're not a man when they get on that platform. It's like they go from having male parts to female parts, and I'm like, that's weird. So I don't watch that stuff. Even the little clips that come up, I ignore. But it be like certain pages, like I might watch a bunch of these pages or I add half a. But if it's YouTube content, if it's No Jumper content, I'm not watching it, at all. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. So, I know you're gonna get watched as a black person or as a minority, period, but this is one y'all really watch you every day. I be like, bro, like, I be wondering, like, watching these people crashing out. Not their job, it's just, they crash out because they're overwhelmed, they're tired, like, you get up, come work every day to make something out of yourself, to try to make your life right or do right, and make things right in your life. And even then, people have the nerve to watch you like I'm at work, I can't, why would I steal anything? Like, I don't steal, like, but that's how they look at me, like I'm a steal. And that's the reason why they have marital issues. Yeah, every woman just sitting there watching me, not even women, just all type of people at their job. And I know for a fact they have marital issues because they seem like they're happier at work than they are when we're out of work. So me myself, I tend to that's why I keep to myself. And anybody out there, if you work security, number one place for you to be, if you can be, is in your car. Why? Because you can't get in trouble that way. As long as you do your job, that's all that matters. Stay in your car, stay to yourself. Because the number one thing they like to say is, well, I seen you doing this, or like, that's why I'm glad I don't smoke cigarettes, because you pull out a cigarette, they'll swear it's a joint. And be like, oh, I seen him smoking on his break. And it's like, bro. But this is the only job, too, that we don't take serious. I noticed that. They don't take this as a career. They don't take anybody serious in security, which is scary because it's like, we actually stop from actually doing stuff. Like, when there be stuff happens, TSA, especially at LAX, they do their job. They keep people from coming up in there with any and everything. But do you think they get acknowledged? No. They're not going to acknowledge people because they don't care. They sit there and make it seem like you the like, yeah, I know you're supposed to do your job. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do your job, be professional. But at one point, excuse me, at what point do you stop being professional and being a human? Like I really understand. I really relate to Kamaya when she said, you know, and just quoting her words, not speaking this, you know, but she been broke all her life. She wonder, how does it feel to be rich? And that's exactly how I feel. I don't really want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. Yes, there we go. I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. But my thing is, it's this thing where it's always that belief factor. I'm at the belief stage where people got to believe and help me get to the next level, which is like 1,000 subscribers. You know, if I get to 1,000 subs, I'll do a free giveaway. Or, you know, my giveaways wouldn't even be like how everybody else do giveaways. Like, I literally, if you're in a different state or whatever, and you win, like, I'll give you, you know, I'll send you free merch. And that's for people that really support my page and my channel. See, I understand it's the flip side to that too, because imagine if it's a family member and every time they get on your page, even though it's your favorite family member, out of everybody that's on your live, they keep winning stuff. That's rigged. That's like not real. That's not authentic, and that makes people not want to support you. So me, I don't do that. I will literally be able to send people free merch. By figuring it, I mean, I already know how to get, you know, get labels printed and all that. That's nothing. And shipping nowadays, well, depending on the weather, because I know the weather out here is fair. So shipping stuff from out in California wouldn't be bad. But shipping it to like another state, it might, you know, have some delays and some, you know, little bumps along the road, because that's what comes along when you're shipping stuff. Oh, I'm so glad nobody on here, because boy, it made me feel so bad. I be watching Too Gangster for YouTube content, but it's like his content even nowadays is like a lot of no jumper stuff or a lot of gang stuff, and that is a good thing, but it's a bad thing too, because imagine you know rebuking it, and I wouldn't nothing like this to happen, but you know, I've seen people that I actually known that's been on his page and they like in prison, or you know, and it's like, bro, why would you? But I mean, people do it to themselves. They be so not thirsty. Oh, you know, I can say that. They be so thirsty for fame. They'll get on here and make a straight show out themselves, and then got the nerves to be mad at people. What's up, baby? And then like, as soon as you call them out on it, they want to sit here and be like, why you gonna just post that? I post this, but you won't post that. Well, they gonna post what's interesting on your page because that's how they feel. They feel like the bad things are interesting. That's why I'm on here calling it out. It don't make sense. You will praise a man. Like, I don't know. It's just, we backwards in the YouTube world. TikTok don't do none of that. You gotta watch what you say on TikTok, because TikTok will ban you. They'll be like, hey, you said this, or you said this in the comments, and they'll warn you like, don't say it in the comments again, or we will take your page. So TikTok is no joke. TikTok is no joke. So me, myself, I don't, TikTok is, I don't know, it's cool if you buying stuff from TikTok shop, but I'm not really a TikToker like that. Look, I'm at work. Look at the scenery. Them red ants right there, though. Them red ants. If you see them red ants. I'm watching myself. I ain't trying to get back by none of them. I'm cool. Rebuke in the name of Yahweh. Rebuke it in the name of Yahweh. I be seeing so much gruesome stuff on YouTube sometimes. I be like, is YouTube here to help people, or are they here to hinder people? Because the people that post the most gruesome negative things, they go viral every time. I could post something like oh, just out having fun with my child or having fun with my family, and they'll be like, it's backwards. It's like they try to copy strike your page for that, or not even copy strike it. They try to counter strike or strike your page for that, and I'm like, bro, like we can't help that it's music in the background playing, but they'll still blame you for it. Like, oh yeah, you know this word, this you know this music is copyrighted, can't be played. But my thing is for the artists is, why do y'all get mad at human beings for playing y'all music in the background of their videos? Don't you know that's how y'all go viral? Don't you know how that's how Cardi B even have a career? Did you know that's how like Sukihana and all them other no good rapping females and some rapping dudes that can't rap, that's how they got their start. People like us playing their music on pages like this. And they went viral. I remember when Kaylon For Real song went viral. I was watching it on somebody's page on YouTube. It was a clip of him. It wasn't a clip of him, but it was a clip of somebody else on his page playing, like on their page playing his music. And then next you know, I start hearing that music on the radio. So it's because of us that people have a voice. But they be like, oh, you so sick. That's my music, take it down. I could see if you was like a Little Richard, rest in peace, or James Brown, or Marvin Gaye, like somebody in their families. I understand that, because they like legends. They're not legends, they are legends. But if you Rich the Kid, and I hate to say Rich the Kid, because Rich the Kid, he a cool rapper, but at the same time, he's a rapper, like, he from what they call the mumble rap, or Lil Uzi Vert. If you them type of artist, bro, why are you mad at people playing your music? You better be glad people are playing your music. You know, be glad people are playing your music, because it could always fizzle out to where people don't even talking about you. I've seen that happen to so many careers. Me, myself, I'm not a rapper. So you won't catch me on here rapping. That's not my thing, I don't rap. I don't rap. And I only get on here sometimes just to make the time go by fast, because I'm at work doing this. So, just a lot of time to go by fast, 2 for 1. I get to see what I do at work, and I get to interact with them. Like I said, this is not a page where you're going to see gang, or you're going to see like some out of the ordinary stuff like I know it's pages where people, like on YouTube, they don't play about gang. Well, I can't really say gang stuff because they lenient with that now. They way too lenient with that. But like I say they don't play about fighting. They don't play about kids on here. They don't play about any type of abuse. You do any of that on camera, your page is gone. So that's something if you can let me out with, I will not even do. Like I was nervous just even showing, my seed on here for the first time, because that's nothing. I don't play about that. And I watch comments too, so watch what you say in the comments, because guess what? I will report you. And I heard that's the way you can get your page on, man, because you reporting somebody comment. But if it's negative and it's very PDF like, you're supposed to report that. Or if it's very derogatory, who's gonna sit there and let somebody call them out their name? Not me, because I know in person, if somebody was to call me out my name, I know what I would do. So it's like, I'm just saying, like, keep it respectful on my page, not keep it respectful in the comments, because I could roast people. I could be very disrespectful and get to roasting people. But instead, I learned how to put you in timeout. Yes, YouTube has a timeout. And I know how to use that button very well. EBKJ go back in jail. Again. No, that's not funny. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to laugh at nobody that's in jail or going to jail. I listen to this dude's music, and his beats be slapping, but he be talking about some straight dope. I'd be like, is this dude deranged? Like, do he worship the devil? Cause boy, he be talking about standing over people. I'm like, that's something you don't do. It's weird to me. They get paid. How much they get paid to do that? I got like 4 more points, and then I'm done with walking for now. Then I do another one at 6 o'clock. I'm gonna make sure I'm not showing nothing behind me. That's it. Don't mind my business, mind your own. Mind your own, you live long. My grandpa told me that. Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on, y'all. Let me see what's this. Okay, look, I could do it like that, because now you can't see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to leave it like that for a minute until I get back to my car. Because I don't, nobody noticing where I work or what I do at work. Not do it at work, because I work. I'm saying I don't want nobody to notice where I work. There we go. You never know who you might have watching you. Because yeah, it might show people on here, but it's not going to show people your background sometimes. Can't show my low. They call it can't show the low. Okay, location. Yeah, people be so pissed off at work here, and it's funny. They be really mad. Like, smile, bro. Life is not that bad. Like my lady telling me, smile, man. Smile, baby. It's not that bad. Life is good. You living, you breathing. And I be like, you know what? She right. I like my new photo though. I designed that. Yeah, most of the little pictures and stuff that y'all be seeing, my banners and all that, I designed that. I'm still like, I'm a little bit above beginner, but like, kind of in between beginner and like, what you call it, like in the middle. So whatever is after beginner, that's where I'm at when I graphic design. One thing I gotta tell y'all though, if it get too real on my page, I might have to turn the live off. Because sometimes I have no control over what happens in my job. It's just sometimes it be going left. And I have to be on point because they expect me to play fire department and the police department at my job. And that is not okay. If you got us doing all that, we need a pay raise on this beach. Eyes itching. Allergies acting up. I gotta get to my car. Got 3 more points. I'm going back to my car, boy. If you come in here, say what's up, I acknowledge you. If not, hey. Very good. I got batteries. Because I charged it before I left home. I gotta make sure I be classy, respectful, mature, and not obscene. Because they will. I don't want that to happen at all. I need my page. I got a brand to promote. Slide 25. It's almost 5:30. Look at that. I can tell you where I'm at. The weather ain't no joke. So I'll be like, I'm dark skin and got sensitive skin. I'll be like, bro, this don't make no sense. My skin was like this back in the day. But then again, I didn't have a mustache, goatee, and beard back in the day either. I feel like some people just be wanting to be nosy. They get on here and then get off. But it's not everybody. It's certain people though. Like, I know for a fact certain people that get on here, and I want to say thank you to the universe because they answer my prayers. I don't have no trolls on here, so that makes me be at peace because trolls, they're like sensitive rubies. As soon as you say something to them, they want to report your page. People, that's another thing about my job. People be on the highway right here, driving by saying stupid stuff. I be like, bro. I'm about to get back on camera in a second. I have to get back to my safe here in my car. Good boy. Here? Okay, I'm back to my car, going back on camera in a couple seconds. And 5, 4. Uh-oh. Ooh. These gnats. Yee, I can't stand them. That's how you know when spring here, because the gnats come out. Ugh. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm back. Allergies, bro. Hold up real quick, y'all. Hold on. Gotta go back offline real quick. Only because I have to take my allergy medicine. Oh, man. And it's back while I'm on here. I just want to know, like, what are some topics that people will be wanting to listen to me talk about? And what's some topics that are good topics? Because I can talk about the street stuff all day. It don't bother me. It's just like, what message am I putting out to the youth if I'm talking about the same stuff that I don't do no more? Like for instance, like the P-Face thing, I'm not surprised because, to be honest, I probably knew that dude. I probably knew that little boy when he was growing up because if the timeline serves me correct, he was born probably like in the late 2000s, like late 2000s. I used to be in P-Face neighborhood. A lot of people don't know that. I used to be in P-Face neighborhood. And his homies before him, oh, they about that life for sure, for sure. Him, he part of this new generation, so I don't know. But when you seen what he was doing on camera, that was crazy. He getting chased 1 minute, and the next you know, he underneath the car trying to look for something. We don't know what it was, so I'm gonna just say something because we really don't know what it was. It could have been anything. But I'm not gonna incriminate the person either, but I can just tell y'all his, like, a lot of people be thinking like his section ain't like that. I mean, they Mexicans, they like that, but I know a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot of people. Without going to the detail, just know my first, like I think in my first couple of videos, I think I did one where it says stitch lip. That happened in his neighborhood, and he wasn't even around then. Like he was like still a kid, I think. And I don't even remember him because, like I said, he wasn't outside like that. That's why when I sit here and look back at some of the people that stuff keep happening to on this internet space, I'd be like, bro, thank God, like in my era we didn't have cameras. Like that was forbidden and unheard of. Like I could tell you the difference between my generation in the streets compared to the next generation. When like I'm like a 2000 baby. When I say 2000 baby, I was born in the 90s, raised in the 2000s. We didn't have camera phones. Like camera phones is unheard of to like 2000, like 6, 7, 8. Like that's when the camera phones started coming out. Like I remember because the Sidekick 08 came out in 2000, I think either 7 or 08. And everybody loved the Sidekicks for their camera. A lot of people don't know that, but even though their cameras was like crappy, we still made it do, like we still made it happen because their cameras was just cameras. But when the Razor came out, Razor camera was like, it was still on the little cloudy era. Like I want to say the cloudy camera era. Now when we get to like touchscreen phones, like Sony Ericssons and all that, yeah, them was them cameras. Like I'm sorry, I had a Sony Ericsson that slid up. I had a Sony Ericsson that had the button, like the 3 buttons in the front, and then I had another one with that was like slide, but you gotta be careful with that code thing because if you don't know your code, you can lock yourself out. Or if you don't know your pattern, you can lock yourself out your phone. You know, rebuking me out. It happened to me a couple times. But like I was saying though, the cell phone era was crazy for us because just recording fights will get you in jail. Like a lot of people don't know that because that jail stuff ain't for me, and rebuking me that way, I don't ever want to be there. I don't ever want to be in no place like that. So I don't like talking about it. But and we're gonna call it the forbidden place on here. That forbidden place, yeah, I'm not with that. But I see that the algorithm on YouTube love, like, to be honest, which is crazy because it shows my algorithm that y'all love street stuff, y'all love chaos, y'all love people that's in prison. And that's sad because it's like, I watch a lot more positive stuff. I watch Think Twice podcast with the twins from New Orleans. I watch Philip Scott. I watch car content like That Dude in Blue or Matt Ross or Chris Sullivan. I watch car YouTubers too. I was watching Chris Fix, but Chris Fix only put out a video every 2 to 3 months. But he got millions of views already. So he already accomplished his subscribers and all that and getting millions of views. That's what I'm trying to get to, but I'm not really with the DIY stuff because I can show you how to DIY stuff, but it wouldn't be stuff that y'all already haven't seen or don't know about. My type of content is literally like talking about what's going on in the world, like or what's my personal experience with certain people in certain areas and stuff. Because I just look this way, but I done survived a lot. Ooh, what is that? I hope that ain't no. Ugh, what is that? Just to have just to have all my teeth, have positive energy, just to be in great spirits, just to be alive. That's just a win for me. Like I don't care for all the accolades. Like I was just noticing that a lot of wrestlers when they retire, they get the line of ovation with the clapping from all the fans and the wrestlers from the locker room. And I'm like, man, bro, like for me to be my age, where's my standing ovation at? And I'm not trying to be cocky or none of that. Like I literally survived some stuff. Like I literally am still alive to talk about it and give my testimonial on how like God kept me alive. You feel me? And I thank God every day that I was not ever on the other. I was like not a victim, a casualty in the streets. Like all the situations that you could be in when it comes to that situation. Thank God I wasn't. But people not gonna listen to me because it's like I don't got no grays on my face. I got a couple grays. Look, I got a couple grays. You feel me? They coming in. I got a couple grays. I'm alive. You feel me? I'm here. That's good enough for me. Just to see my little one grow up to be with my woman and go out to do family events and do things that's fun like that. That's just the flex for me. I'm not all hoorah, hoorah, or like, I can tell you like this. Outside the social media space, a lot of people know me. They just don't like to acknowledge me. There's a difference. And maybe it's because I'm like, I don't know how I put it. Because I don't want to describe myself as annoying because I'm a very supportive, loving, caring person. So I'm not going to call myself annoying. It's just, people don't understand me as a person sometimes. So they like ignore me or be like, oh, I'm not going to watch him because he's not interesting. But I'm the same person. When they needed stuff, they calling me. Or, oh, yeah, what you doing today? Could we hang out? Or, like, I'm the same person when they needed some ride somewhere, they calling on me. Or when they kids needed something, when I say kids, I'm talking about family members especially. They kids need to go to the doctors, or they need to go to the liquor store real quick, or Food for Less to get their kids stuff. I was the one that took them. But this is the love and support us people, when I say us people, us introverts get. And it's hard for me to be on here sometimes because I could do Facebook with no problem. Because I cuss my family out with no problem every time. I tell them about themselves. And they know I'm not lying because it's like, dang, like, why he always going off on us or why he always feels some type of way? Because I feel like they ain't, and I feel like they don't support nobody until they need help, like, or it benefits them. And that's just the way of the world, though. That's not just my family. That's the world, period. If you ain't doing nothing for the next person, they not messing with you. They don't care. And it's funny because we sit back and we look at how certain upper class people live, and we just be thinking like, man, they got that life. They got the life that we want. Yeah, but what the heck they be dealing with? I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that part of the lifestyle. I like the nice houses and I like the cars and the jewelry, but the jewelry is moissanite, so it's not real. If it's real gold, I own everything. If I respect rappers and entertainers, if they got real jewelry, if it's real gold with moissanites, okay, you get a pass. But if it's literally gold plate and it got moissanites in it, bro, that's fake all the way around. And like, you get no love over here because I will clown you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, look, I can show you my little. I don't got nothing big. I got big jewelry, but I had even bigger jewelry. But I really don't care for that. Just this little right here is good enough for me. This is something small. It don't gotta be flexible. But as long as you know that Gold is like gold is a reward for us surviving a lot of things. A lot of people don't know that about black people. When we wear gold because not only do we want to look nice, but we survived a lot. So it's like when you survive a lot, yeah, you're gonna go get you some gold, or you're gonna rock you some gold so you could, look like, even though you don't want to look like all your peers or counter peers or people around you. I don't know why I said counter peers, but just basically looking like others. It's the way you style, the way you dress, the way you smell, the way it's like all that in one. Like I grew up in an era where if you didn't have money for shoes, you bust them things down with a spray bottle and some soap and water, or some bleach, or some what is it? It's toothpaste and either rubbing alcohol or bleach. I think, yeah, toothpaste, rubbing alcohol, or bleach, and or peroxide. You bust the white part of your shoe down, and you wipe the other parts with like a towel. And I'm not gonna say bleach because you don't bleach nubuck shoes, you don't bleach suede shoes. It'll mess your shoes up. But it's a certain way that you survive, and that's what you do to make sure you look fitted. And then my time, because that was my era, is not in no more. My era was white t-shirts, starch Dickies, and starch Levi 501s. All that designer and stuff didn't come in until now. But my era is literally 2000 era. Like I wasn't the Nelly wave. My wave was the game. That was my wave. I had the game wave where you wore Levi's, Starch Dickies, white t-shirts, black t-shirts, like we was wearing solid color t-shirts. But if you had money, you would go get, your loved one on there, or you go get airbrush. Like that's when you had money, or you would make something custom. Like I'm a custom person. I don't like to wear. If I wear something plain, I'm only wearing something plain because I don't got the money to get it custom. Me, I'm a custom person, so I like to wear custom. You feel me? If I designed it, I'm wearing it. I don't care who don't wear it. I'm gonna wear it because I designed it, And I like to be different. A lot of people like to stay in the loop or stay in the inner circle. I don't. When the world's wearing like at what point? I don't mean to smack my lips. That's feminine. That's not cool. Let me just say this. When the world was wearing skinny jeans, like heavy, like I wore skinny jeans up to like 2013. 2013, I switched my whole style back to Dickies. I was wearing, I think I had a couple pairs of Oscar jeans, some Levi's, and I was wearing cargo pants. Nowadays, I'm more dad vibe, more dad bodish, so I really don't be wearing stuff like I used to wear, but I'm really gonna get back into wearing Dickies and white t-shirts and Vans, and even I go for a pair of Nike boots right now. If I had some money, I ain't gonna even lie. I wear a pair of Nike boots. I can see myself wearing wearing a two-tone checker shirt with like some black Dickies and like some brown Nike boots, Like I'm not the type of person who like to be like when I get dressed, I get suited and booted. When I get suited and booted, that's when I go to like family get-togethers, outing with my lady. Like, yeah, sometimes we don't get dressed up like that because it really don't, like, you really don't get dressed up if you're going to Dave and Buster's. You're going to have fun. You get dressed up when you go to like Outback Steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse, Red Lobster. I mean, even Red Lobster is bougie in a way. I don't care what nobody say. If you talking down about a man that's trying to take you out for a good time, and you talking bad about him because he took you to Red Lobster or he took you to Cheesecake Factory, see, that's nothing I want to get on here. I'm so glad I'm talking about this because a lot of y'all unappreciative, unprivileged, ignorant, self-centered, selfish women, y'all be your own downfall. Don't even know it. Men too, but see, men, we got it to where we don't really care where we go or how we dressed. Like, long as our face is shaved, we gonna smell bad. We took a shower. Yeah, hair might be all over the place because these locks, I can't really do much. My lady do my hair, excuse me, my lady do my hair, and she helped me save money because back in the day I used to have to go get my hair retwisted for like almost $80 to $100. My lady do my hair, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, it look like this because either I slept on it wrong, or I itchy because it do get itchy. It can get dried out, or I didn't wrap it that night. So yeah, hairstyles gonna last you. A fresh cut'll last you 2 to 3 weeks, 2.5 tops, unless you got like strong genes like me. My haircuts used to last me 1 to 2, like 1.5 weeks, because my hair grow back strong because I have strong genes. Like now, this hair right here on my head, my locks and stuff, bro, like it ain't easy having locks. But back to what I was saying though. I'm gonna get back on the lock subject in a minute. But I was saying though, females, or should I say that? Because I know a lot of women don't like to be called females, but that's what you are. You're a female gender. The female gender, or women, whatever you want to call yourself. This ain't for studs and all of them. For let's go before they come. This is for strictly women, females. They dress up to a T. You know, you know how y'all do y'all's thing. Stop being ungrateful. Acknowledge and be happy that a man took you out somewhere. Acknowledge that a man gave you flowers when he didn't have to. Just acknowledge the positive and good, because guess what? It's a lot of times I be wanting to do that for my woman, and I don't got the funds to do it. And I work a 9 to 5 compared to them other jokers that y'all dealing with that got the money because they, whatever they do. We're not going to say what they do on here, what lane they take, whether it be the right lane or the wrong lane. They still taking you somewhere. They still doing nice things for you. Be grateful for that. But y'all don't be grateful for. Y'all get on the internet and y'all talk bad about dudes. And then y'all wonder why the dating scene ain't what it is no more. Well, if you feel like you could be a man and you got it, you can open the door for yourself, and you can do bad by yourself, you can go buy yourself Cheesecake Factory or buy yourself Ruth Chris and all that. What do you need a man for? But then y'all answer your own question and get mad because y'all answer your own question. It's like, it don't make sense to me at times. It'll be like, bro, that's nonsense. That's crazy, because it's like, it's like being mad at your daddy for not being there, but he gave you everything he wanted. He made sure that you had everything you need. It's like, what? It doesn't make sense. It's just like, okay, we understand you want the physical presence of your dad, but sometimes he wasn't able to make it. But, do y'all know, and I hate to share this with the world, but do y'all know my own family will sit here and try to make me feel bad because I try to make as much time as I can for my child, or if I can't make time, like if I can't see her, because, a lot of people don't like to acknowledge it, but fuck it. I'm going to talk about it. I left LA because LA wasn't making me happy. And I had told my daughter, hey, you want to come with daddy or you want to stay with your mom? She chose to be with her mother. And one thing they always say is don't give your kid a decision, because back in my day, we didn't get a decision if we wanted to go with our mama or our daddy. We went with whoever. Like, when we say whoever, I'm saying we went with the parent that was like, well, I got you today and I got you now, and the other parent ain't around. Oh, well, you just going to have to learn to live with it and deal with it. Us in this generation as parents, we give our child decisions. We give them leeway. We give them a little, breathing room. Like, and I asked my child, I said, do you want to come with your dad or you want to stay with your mom? She was like, Dad, I'm going to miss you, but I just want to be with my mama. Hey, I did that. But at the same time, do you know my punk ass family? Yes, I'm going to call them some punk asses for this. This is for the ones who know me. They had the nerve to sit here and tell me how I'm not a good father because I'm not around for my child, when all I do is what I'm doing right now, which is working. I go to work 5 days out the week, and the 2 days I have off, I can't make it to LA like that because what? My financial situation is a little bit, rocky right now. But who don't have financial issues? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not putting my lady business out there. I'm putting my business out there. My lady, she do way, I ain't gonna lie, she's a lot better than me. But me, my financial decision, my financial situation ain't on the best upfront. And it always start with your credit first. And I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all the truth. The person I had a child with, the bitch fucked my credit up. Ain't that some shit? I tried to be nice and do what was right. and it backfired and bit me in the ass. So now my credit score is fucked up because of that shit. Not to mention, I'm a good father. I'm a great father. I've been there for my daughter's first steps, first words. I was there to see her crawl. I was there to see her be potty trained. I was there to see her first bike ride, first scooter ride. I remember my daughter trying to ride a skateboard and I stopped her. I've been there for a lot of her first moments. So when people be trying to talk about how, especially my family talking about how I'm not a great father and I don't do my job as a father, I'd be like, hey, don't you got brand new cars? Like I asked my mother this too. Cause I hate to say, I'm gonna throw it out there. Y'all really want to know the truth? I got a mother who's addicted to gambling, who can't save her life because all she want to do is gamble. I got a selfish ass sister who chooses to do for my daughter when she wants to, because at the end of the day, she's an adult and she like, oh, I don't have no kids. That's her right. She don't have no kids. But don't make it seem like my child is a burden. And then, like I said, my family don't want to admit it, but in a way, they kind of ran me off him. And I ain't gonna even lie. When me and my lady was talking, we was talking way before it got to this point. And she knew exactly what struggles I went through in LA and was like, you know what? Fuck that. We get in our own spot. We gonna do us. And that's exactly what I did. I know people right now that would not explain the situation, but like, oh yeah, I left. I did this for that reason, this reason. But to be honest, like, I wasn't happy in Los Angeles. Like, y'all gotta understand, I went through hella trauma in LA. I've seen people heads be, like, when I say I don't want to say too much on here because I don't want to flag or get my page striked. But just know, I done seen people get busted to the damn near to the white meat, like, in front of me. I've seen people be heavily under the influence of drugs. And, to the point where, they like a zombie walking in the middle of the street and don't know where they at. And you can't wake them up because they own some, I've seen people get robbed in front of me. I've been robbed, but it wasn't at gunpoint. So if whatever, you get robbed, rob is what it is. Rob, whatever. If you rob somebody, you robbed, or if you get robbed, you get robbed. It is what it is. I put it like this. Anything and everything that you've seen that all these artists be talking about, I done lived it. Only because it's like it's not like I wanted to live it. It's like that's what I was raised up into. That's what I seen growing up. It's like people make it seem like people like me, when we tell the truth, that we corny or we didn't live that type of lifestyle, bro. I survived a lot of things, and to be alive is just I'm gonna keep saying it. It's just a blessing within itself, and I'm gonna treat it as such. So yeah, I may not see my child because the weather might be bad, or bills gotta be done. Bills gotta be due. And see, kids don't understand that. You have to break it down to them. Look, daddy has this bill to pay, this bill to pay, this bill to pay, this need that. And at the end of the day, the other parent, being who they are, they're supposed to sit there and speak up and say, look, yeah, your parent, your father or your mama may not be here, but you with me now. I'm loving it, I'm taking care of you, and I'm doing what I can. Unless the parent ain't doing their stuff. And that's what brings me to my second point. Maybe the other parent ain't doing their stuff, because whenever your child asks for you, or they want to see you, or they want to be with you more than the other parent, it's because they know that you're the funner parent, that you're the parent not that only just give them stuff that they can learn from. If they're not learning nothing from the other parent, it's like, why am I here with you? And I'm starting to see that with my child, other people's child. And when I say other people's child, I've seen that in my nieces and nephews. Like, when they with like certain parents, like, you can see how they interact with them. Like, oh yeah, they might be laughing more or giggling more with their mom than they are with their dad. Or they might be more serious with their dad than they are playful with their mom. Like, or it might be vice versa. It's like, that's just how it go. But at the same time, it's like, people will make it seem like you will, like, I've seen people get raised in, hold on, y'all. I've seen people like come from broken homes and be successful. I've seen people come from two parent households and straight f ups. Like so, I know people that didn't have to gangbang that decided to gangbang. I know people that was raised in gangbanging that got away from gangbanging. So when y'all be trying to make it seem like I'm just like I'm not a person who don't know what's going on. I know what it is. It just be peer pressure and the pressure to be cool or the pressure to fit in. And I used to be under that same pressure. See, what I didn't know was I was already cool before a lot of people because, I'm getting taught firsthand what it is and what it ain't. But at the same time, we just making it look cool. The ones that know what it ain't, we just make it look cool to the ones that is because they don't live that type of lifestyle. And it's kind of messed up because it's like, yeah, a lot of people or a lot of rappers. I'll use certain rappers from like I don't want to say Chicago because Chicago's common. But like for instance, it's a lot of rappers. We just not even gonna say no state because I know people getting their feelings of that. But I know for a fact there's a lot of rappers out here that's not living what they talking about. And this generation, y'all okay with that. Y'all literally praise somebody who don't have a record, who's sitting there out here because they got a record label or a record deal. They out here being who they is and they ain't gonna go to jail for nothing. Well, my thing is, how are you a gangster if you don't go to jail for nothing? How are you a gangster if you ain't ever had a fight, a brawl? You never been involved in a brawl. You ain't ever had to fight. You ain't ever had to like represent your hood in front of your ops. Like, my question is, how are you a gangster? Like, how are you a reputable from your hood? Because you go to the hood every day? They always say reputables don't always be in their hood. Reputables is the ones that's outside their neighborhood. That's what I'm going to say. Because it's the truth. If you're a reputable from your section, you ain't... Everybody... I don't care if you ain't known in your hood like that, or if you like what they might say, you might be not the scariest person in your hood, but you might be the most TD person in your hood, might be the most turned down person ever. But once you get outside and you in front of them ops, you get the showing out, you get the representing, you already got blick in hand, or you already got your hands up ready to throw them, like you're not scared. That's a reputable. I don't care what somebody in their section gonna say. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna argue with me and say whatever they say if this go viral. They're gonna say, oh yeah, that's not true. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be in the comments like, that's true. Like, that's what makes it real reputable. Because yeah, you might grow up in your hood all your life. You ain't gonna know everybody from your section because you might be from like, we're gonna just say you might be from Wooden Tree Lane. And Wooden Tree Lane got like 5,000 members. You're not gonna know all 5,000. You may know like 50 to 10. Or if not 50 to 10, like 50 to like 75% of your homies. You're not gonna know everybody. And that's what's wrong with the world now on YouTube. They be feeling like, oh yeah, this person's supposed to know this person because this person, they from the same hood. You may not know this person and that person got personal beef. You may not know that they families don't get along, or it might be family beef. Like, it may be like they families beef. You don't know. Like, people just go off what they see on YouTube and be like, oh yeah, they feel like they have a opinion, and that's what's wrong with it now. Like, y'all very opinionated on something y'all don't know. How somebody who named Jimmy Boy, like, we're gonna just use somebody named Jimmy Boy, or we're gonna use somebody named Todd. How somebody named Todd who lives in like Seattle, Washington, gonna tell me about, oh yeah, such and such said this and such and such. I don't care what the video on YouTube say. How are you gonna tell me personally that experience that I had didn't happen? Like, you was there. But you not even from California. You don't know no neighborhood that I've been through, or no neighborhood I didn't walk through, no nothing. But Todd from Seattle, Washington could tell me, oh yeah, you don't got no ops. You ain't about that life. How? You not even from this lifestyle. You don't even live in California. Like, that's what's wrong with the world. And I'm going to keep saying it. Until y'all get Adam 22 bust her ass up out of here and send him back to Virginia, I'm sorry. The culture in California is dead, bro. It's all the way dead, bro. Like, just it's a wrap. Leave it alone. And then y'all let like I said, I hate to keep going back to them because they nothing. But it's just a lot of things that go on in life behind this camera or behind the scenes that y'all don't see. And like I said, it be days I don't want to get on here at all because I don't care if nobody watched this video. It's just certain days I don't want to get on here at all because something may have happened, or I'm just not feeling it, or I'm not in the energy. Like, I didn't know what it meant to really be a content creator growing up. Like when I say growing up, but when content creating or being on YouTube became the it factor or the thing to do. But now at like not at a certain age, but I'm saying now in 2026, I'm learning that content creating is a lot harder than what it is, because it's just what you into. It's what you do. It's how you are as a person. Like, if I took this camera around with y'all, like if I took this camera around with me, or should I say, if I walked around with this camera phone where I'm from and showed y'all things I went through, things that happened, a lot of y'all wouldn't believe it, because it's like, he's saying it, but he don't show us. You can't show everybody something. Like, you can't show where you got your first pizza, or you got, you had your first session at. When I say first session, I'm not talking sexual. I'm talking like your first, your medical session. You can't show nobody that. Like, that's something that's like no man would show nobody. That's like showing, like, for instance, that's like showing your mama where you hid your condoms. That don't make sense. Why would you show your mama where you hid your condoms? Like, that's weird. Like, and there's certain things on this YouTube space I'm not showing people, because it's like, y'all not finna get me in nothing. Y'all not finna have, like, I look, I know I sat back and watched all the hood vlogs. Every hood vlog, anybody that was at No Jumper, they all got indicted. Most of them got indicted, and the ones that's not indicted, indictments is coming soon, because no doubt about it, it's some polices around y'all. It's some of them peoples around y'all. The feds is around y'all for sure, and y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't know it. And it seems like everybody that keep going up there, I sat there and watched it. They become a victim of circumstances, or they go down through by the law. Now, tell me, if you're a person from a lifestyle that survived, would you want to go on a platform like that? Because I sure wouldn't. I'm sorry, I sure wouldn't. It don't even gotta be No Jumper. It could be, I'm not gonna say the black platforms, because I can tell you, certain black platforms are very respectable. They're not disrespectful, and they don't disrespect the culture. Like, if I had to, would I go on Ace Boys? I might. I mean, if I had to, if it was like something that could help my career, yeah, cool. Because I really don't really see nothing wrong with them. But on some real stuff, I can't sit here and say I know anybody from Ace Boys. Only person I can say, well, you know what? I'm not going to even say that person's name, because me and that person, even though they don't have a beef with me, I really don't have a beef with them. It's just the city beef, because even in California, we have city beefs too. And my city is so disrespectful. Excuse me. Let me slow down. My city is so disrespectful. It's to the point where I done got into it with people just from telling them what city I was from. And people don't like that. Like, I guess somebody from my city did something to somebody, to their family or something, they got hurt feelings about it, and they feel some type of way. And it's like, at what age do you stop holding this city accountable for what happened to your family and start holding that family member accountable? Because there's two sides to every story. And I'm pretty sure some people, family members, then went to certain people's hoods in a certain city, was messing around and got off. Got X'd off. It's like, how could y'all get mad at that person? They went over there stirring up trouble, not the other way around. Now, if it's the other way around, sure, you got the right to be mad at this city for however long you want. But just know, you making yourself upset, you making yourself sick, you make yourself age fast when you be mad all the time, or be angry for no reason. And that's why some of y'all look old in the face, because it's like, y'all be like 35 looking 65 in the face, bro. All that being angry and being mad for what? It don't even make sense to be mad at that point. It's like, it was how many years ago? Let it go. Now, if somebody was to rebuke the name of Yahweh, if somebody unalive somebody, I don't really care. I've had situations like that to where I'm like, it's still F them without saying F them. It's like, it's F them if I run across them. But 9 out of 10, you don't really run across them, so how is it still F them? Because you're not going to run across them, because you already know certain people don't leave their section. They just stay in their section all day, and there's a lot of hoods in LA that be like that. So it'd be like, yes, F them and F them, but it's like, you don't even run across them like that. I didn't run across maybe, and it's usually this, like I said, I always say it's in LA. It's like, not LA, but I always say this about Los Angeles. It usually be when you gotta go outside of your section to go get some whatever. It don't even gotta be the medical leaf. It don't have to be booze. It don't have to be anything. You could just be going to go get an outfit from the mall and run into your ops. It's happened so many times. My thing is, it be because somebody either got the best of somebody fighting or somebody didn't pull out a weapon and did something to somebody. It really be that. Like, I know. But most of y'all really don't be having ops like that. It be like on some, well, it's F them because they did this to my sister, or it's F them because they did this to my brother. I know how I feel, bro. It be F certain people too because something happened to my family member. But my thing is when I run across them, it don't be that because it be like, well, we don't really even have beef with y'all. Like, it'd be weird. It'd be like, you could be from like, you could be like from Sky Boys. We're just gonna throw I'm looking at the sky, so I said Sky Boys. You could be from like Sky Boys. They might be like Bloods or something. And then here you are like, but they on the west side of LA, but then you may be from like, you know, Grass Boys. Grass Boys is Bloods too, but they don't even have beef with Sky Boys because, you know, Grass Boys is on the east side, Sky Boys is on the west side. Like, that's the only way y'all have beef if y'all cross paths, but y'all don't even cross paths, so how you beef? Like, that's what I be saying. It be shit like that. It don't make sense to me. So I really don't really like to talk about the gang aspect, and I'm trying to get away from that topic, but it seems like that's what y'all be liking on here. But my thing is, you know, when it comes to the co-parenting situation, do the best you can. It ain't gonna be easy, especially when, you know, we in hard times, but for some reason it's like California getting hit harder and you getting way harder. You getting hit, excuse me. It seems like California is way more through harder times because of what's going on, especially when it comes to Black Americans, because we going through a lot right now. We're going through a lot right now. Like, the average person bills, you know, they pay all their bills and be like, oh, what car I'm driving today. My personal problem be like, am I paying for an app I like to edit on, or am I going to use this money to go buy food? That's my, you see the difference? Their issue be like, I don't know what car I want to drive today. My issue be like, and do I want to pay for my app today to edit, or do I want to pay for my food, or do I want to pay for my bills? That's my, see the difference? It's totally two different demographics. And yeah, like, no, back to what I'm saying, because I just jumped totally off the subject with the Cheesecake Factory and the women thing. I just say acknowledge your man, be loving to him, be caring to him, because you could have that ain't ish. And I know this females go all the way out for men that ain't ish. And I'm not talking about myself because I'm a great man to my woman. I'm saying I sit back and watch these YouTube videos and see that's a lot of women out here that be begging men to come out to these ciphers or to these mixers or to these dating things. And men don't come and they get mad and they get in their feelings, bro. You can't get mad at that. That's just how it go. It don't make sense, you know? It's just how it go. Can't have it. You can't have the cow in the milk. You know, you can't have the chicken and the eggs. Like, you know, like, when I say that, meaning like, if the chicken gotta lay the eggs and it ain't ready to lay eggs, how you gonna just be like, oh, I want eggs too? You can't have eggs right then and there. It's just like, it's not gonna always go your way. So choose and pick your battles wisely. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here. Personal conversation, you know? Can't be, you know. Okay, like I was saying, you can't be like Tony Montana and Scarface, bro. That's not how life works. That was like an excuse. And there's a lot of people I know that choose that excuse, and then when they ain't got nothing 50 years from now, they want to sit back and be like, man, I ain't got nothing, man. I blame this game. I blame that game. No, you should blame yourself. Because had you make the right decisions, you could have it all. You know, you can have it all. You can have the wife, the kids, the picket fence if you want to. It's just how you do it financially, how you do it mentally, physically, spiritually. Like a lot of people don't make it out because of their mindsets. A lot of people don't know how to just say, you know what, I'm not gonna let this person get to me today. You know, unfortunately, I know how it is in the ghetto. When you have a bully, you got to deal with them. But when you get like to 40 years old and you still beefing with the same bully, bro, at this point it's like one of y'all gotta go. Because y'all beefing over nothing that don't even make sense no more. So I see why people just be like, you know what? I see why people just get rid of people real fast. Like they be like, I'm not finna keep going back and forth with this person. Cause they didn't have beef for 40 years now. Somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta give, move out the way, or get dealt with. And a lot of people decide to take the law in their own hands. I don't know about every other state, but I know in California, a lot of people like to take the, they like to take the, they like to take defense in their own hands. They like to take their responsibility or their personal beef with in their own personal hand. But that's the reason why you see a lot of people going and getting washed or telling, because it's like you know how to go do what you do, but you don't know how to you don't know how to own up to the consequences, take accountability for your actions, and then you want to blame other people for your mishaps. That's not how it go. That's not life. That's bull. That's BS. That's running away from your problems. Like, I don't run away from my problems. I make sure I take accountability for all my actions no matter what, bro. Like it's just, I don't know like what else to talk about in this internet space, because this internet space just keep getting goofier and goofier by the moment. And I'd be like, bro, like there's no way this is real life, bro. Like, and it'd be dead ass real life. It'd be like this person really did do this to somebody. I seen a video. I'm talking about like to where it's just petty to where it's like at this point, bro, it throw the whole game away, throw the whole way of life away. I seen. I don't know if I talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about it again. I do not care. I seen. It's not funny. God forgive me for this, because it's not funny. Because I really would put the beats on somebody if they did this to one of my elderly folks. Rest their souls. I'm saying, I've seen a dude in the store. He was like on the live going, yeah, this wooty woo woo wooty woo woo. And it was this old man. He was like, yeah, this wooty woo woo. And I guess that was his op. Bro, tell me why they tripped the old man and almost made him get off his walker. I'm like, bro, like that's a no. Like, elderly folks is off the game. They out the way. Like, they not even out the game. It's like that's like the red zone. That's the forbidden zone. That's what you don't do. I don't care if they old, but that's the difference between having morals and responsibilities and actions and accountability, like responsibilities and taking accountability for your actions. Excuse me, let me clear that up. And that's the difference between the generation I'm in versus the generation that they living in. And I hate to say it, because I pray that my daughter is not watching nothing negative or seeing this stuff, because kids are very influenced by this stuff. When we was growing up, we seen it in real life, so we was influenced because we seen it in real life. They go off what somebody did on camera. You don't know what happened when that camera cut off. There's a difference. He could have been bragging, talking about, yeah, run up. Cut the camera off. Next you know, other dude recording now, he on his pocket looking like this. So it's like, what do you, like, it's like you got to choose your battles wisely, because people will be sitting here on this internet space and be doing all this other stuff. And they get to that moment, now the camera to turn on them. Like, instead of them recording, yeah, all this and that, their camera didn't cut off. And now somebody, or shall I say, the person that they was antagonizing got the camera. And they on the ground looking like a victim. In my area, you couldn't be a victim. There's a difference. Couldn't be a victim. You have to be a victimizer. You be the victim if you want to, but like I was saying, like I don't get the internet space. It's the respect for me. It's the respect level for me. This generation lack respect. But my era, we learned about respect. We got taught respect. Even if we don't care if it was somebody we did not know. It could be your ops. It could be your worst enemy's grandma or mama. You didn't cuss in front of that lady. You let Miss we gonna say, I'm gonna just say, we let Miss Washington cross, or we let Mrs. Thomas cross, or we let Mrs. Davis cross, or we let Miss Calloway cross. Like we didn't disrespect them lines. Like that's why this is why this generation is dying fast. They don't have no respect for elderly people. They disrespect elderly folks. And then they can go around putting their hands on women and kids and stuff, and then that's why they end up on the shirt. And I don't feel bad for them at all. You got what you got because you put your hands on somebody who had. I don't care if they provoked you. Walk away. What's so hard about walking away? I know there's a lot of men that want to be tough nowadays. They have a hard time walking away. And then when they get put on the shirt, we have to sit back and watch the same old story. Their mama crying with them on the t-shirt, their family looking sad in the video. Bro, common sense, bro. You should have just walked away. Or they just wanted to do it because they was cool. That queso situation, I'm a fan of Young and Ace music. But do I like the fact that he kept dissing Fulio in all his songs? Not really, bro, because it's like, bro, at what point do this man not be on your mind? And then Queso, we gotta just tell the truth. His daddy snitched on him, his cousin snitched on him. You got snitched on 2 times, bro. Then you self-snitched, that's 3 times. 3 strikes, you're out. Like, how hard is that to understand? Like, I'm just saying, bro. I don't know nobody in this situation. I'm just looking on the outside looking in. I probably don't know much of nothing. If you feel like I don't know much of nothing, I don't know much of nothing. But I didn't make it to see 33 on this planet by doing the shit that some of y'all doing. Let that be a lesson to y'all. I know everybody like, oh, that's a cakewalk. You made it to 33. No, it wasn't. Wasn't a cakewalk at all because most of my partners didn't make it to 33. They died before they was 30. That's sad. Or they just was about to hit 30 or just touched 30 and died. Kids ain't even making it to 30. They barely making it past 21. 16 now. Because everybody want to be bang, bang, shoot them up. It's a repeat of the generation. And I feel like the old man that told me this. I feel like the old woman that told me this. Telling me like, yeah, the game don't change, the players do. Proven facts. You can mess around and let 15, 30 years of your life go past you. Quit praising rappers that don't got nothing to offer. Quit praising social media people that don't got nothing to offer. They don't even give you an out. They'll sit here and tell you, yeah, go buy my new album. But the moment you ask for a cash app or the moment you say, oh man, my grandma just died, they be like, I've seen some of these artists, they be disrespectful, like, oh well, that's that old bitch fault, she should have died already. I'm like, whoa. Or, well, that's sorry, but still go buy my new album. Like, what? Like, and it's the people y'all keep supporting, giving y'all money to. I don't know, couldn't be me. Can't be me, won't be me. I don't even buy music nowadays. I'm watching stuff on YouTube and listening to music off YouTube. Oh, man, it ain't making sense, man. That's what I'm going to say. It's not making sense. I want the world to make sense again. Make the world make sense again, please. Because, bro, at this point, the world does not make sense. Like, we get mad at people for telling the truth because we love a lie so much. I don't get that at all. I notice when people be lying, they say a lot of things and it don't make sense. You be like, bro, didn't you just say y'all end up like Kane off Men's Society in a situation just stuttering, lying. Then when you get put in your pockets, you want to get mad at somebody. I'm from the era where you kept it real, like, But then I seen it change. I seen where it was coming from, keep it real, till there's no more keeping it real. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part. A man could tell you about your woman. You want to take out your man's and not that woman. And I'm not saying to go take out a woman. I'm saying, walk away. It could be like 10 people in one group talking about you. And they all making up rumors to lie about you. And you know this stuff is not true. But the world will think it's true if you don't address it. It does not make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I used to love to go outside. Do you know I don't like to be outside at all no more? I can only come outside when it's time to go to work. Certain times with my lady, I just don't trust the world. Like, nobody's supposed to trust the world. We grew up in the world knowing not to trust nobody in the world. But times are so wicked, you really don't know who's out here that out to get you, who's out to hurt you, who's out to abuse and use you. And that's the reason why I don't have friends. I don't have no friends, bro. I can't have friends. Every time I had a friend, they crossed me. And everybody said that's a bad way to live life. No, it's not. Because I sleep just right at night. I sleep at peace knowing my phone ain't going off because somebody, done got into a fight. Now I'm at home sleeping and chilling. My phone ringing. They done got into a fight now. Here I am jumping up to go fight their battles for them. I'm done with that. Can't do it no more. It just don't make sense. I really don't know, y'all. I pray the world get better each and every day. But on that note, make a way out of no way. Do better each and every day. The P4P way.